Home base, quick resource video. Welcome to PowerSchool's PowerTeacher Pro Analyzing Performance Students Charm Part A, quick resource video 13. To access companion slides for this training, please navigate on the web to http://bit.ly/ncdpi_PTP_teachers. It is case sensitive. Navigate to PT Pro Gradebook in PowerTeacher Portal by clicking one of the PT Pro links. Once in Gradebook Pro, choose a class. And then choose the Student's Charm. You will analyze performance throughout the term to ensure that the students are mastering the skills and standards you are teaching. Review the students' performance as you prepare to complete final grades. And then use the gradebook to prepare for and conduct parent-teacher conferences. Other pages in PowerTeacher Pro are optimized to display how an entire class is performing using progress pages. The individual student pages, however, provide more detailed information on an individual student. This is particularly useful for entering multiple scores for a single student and during parent-teacher conferences to explain why a student earned a particular grade. Search for a student in the search field, and then list will narrow. You can search by a single class or all the teacher classes. You can click on a student and there's the information for that single student. You can use the quick menu to navigate to other students, search for other students, or navigate to other page views. You can show drop students by clicking here. Let's select a specific student and then let's look at his assignments. Click back on the Students Charm, click Assignments. And we'll view a summary of the student's course grades at the top of the page. Search for assignments with the filter option under the gear icon. Click the drop down to give you additional filter options. You can search. I know maybe solving was one of my assignments, and I can apply, and there it narrows it down. I can also search by date range, or I can add additional filters with the drop down here by clicking that plus sign, and now I can search for other options on the drop downs. Select the column headers to sort any one of these columns. Click on an assignment name to view the assignment scores for the class. Then you can select a cell and the assignment summary information will appear above, up here. And also the score inspector opens. And when you change a score, it will be highlighted with the pink box until you save your scores. I do not want to save. If there are standards associated to the assignment, select the standards icon to view the assignment standards detail. Next, on the Charms bar, select Students, locate your specific student, and let's select Standards Progress. The Standards Progress page shows the student standards grades for each standard that was assessed by reporting term. Select Show More in the summary to view further details of the standard in the summary area. Overwrite any grades on this page as needed. A black triangle does appear if you've modified a grade. And remember to save after you've modified any grades. The column that corresponds to the selected reporting term is highlighted. Compare the grades the student received in each term to assess his or her progress. Select any cell to display the standard summary information, and it opens the score inspector. And once again, if you change a grade, let's put this one back, Then when you click off of it, there is a highlight around the changed grade. You may see a professional judgment indicator alert. That just lets you know the student's calculated grade might not align with their proficiency in the standard. Select Save if you modified the grades. To view the assignments that you use to assess the standard, click the icon in the Assignments column. Use the graph at the top of the page to see how the student performed over time on the standard. The Standards Progress Graph page shows how a student performed over time. For example, if the standard was assessed on 5 assignments, you can see the 5 standard scores the student received. If the calculation method is set to the 3 most recent scores, you'll see those 3 scores in green on the graph and a dotted line that represents the calculated score. If you have selected a higher level standard, that standard and up to 3 of the directly associated lower level standards appear. But if you've chosen a lower level standard, only that standard appears by default. In the standard grade area, you can opt to show or hide a summary of the standard metrics. This is where you'll see what you've chosen to calculate the grade as compared to all the other calculations. Most recent 3, which is what you've chosen, compared to the mean, the median, the mode, the weighted mean, or the highest. These statistical values are indicators of how well the student did on a specific standard. If any of the values are low, it may mean that the student needs additional practice on the skill or a concept that you're assessing, or you may need to revise the assignment. So in the summary area, let's click Show More to view further details of the assignment or the standard. And you can use the quick menu to change to a different standard. So you can graph additional metrics or standards. Select the gear icon and choose Progress Options. Use the drop-down menu to select a metric to graph in order to compare additional metrics against the set metric in the calculation standard. A dotted line will appear on the graph to represent the additional metric here. Check the boxes for the standards that you want to compare in multiples. You can select up to a maximum of 3. In addition to the one that you already are looking at. Notice the boxes go away when you've chosen 4 out of 4, and you can click OK. And now you can view the graph. So on the graph page, select the standard grade field just below the graph here. And that will focus on whichever standard that you've selected. If you don't want to show multiple graphs anymore, you can click here's your graph lines icon, one for multiple, one for single. And you can switch like that. To change the score in this view, select the score on the graph or the standard score field below and the score inspector appears. Change as needed and then select Save. If you change the standard grade, a black triangle will appear to show that you've changed that manually. Teachers, PowerTeacher Pro is easy to navigate and use. Up next, watch quick resource video analyzing performance, Students Charm Part B, PowerTeacher Pro, QRV13. Thank you for watching PowerTeacher Pro Analyzing Performance, Students Charm Part A, quick resource video 13.